What's up, YouTube? So Savannah and Chase Chrisley, prayers have been answered because President Trump granted a full pardon for their parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley. Hey guys, I'm Corey, and welcome to my channel, Let's Talk with Corey. If this is your first time tuning in, hit that subscribe button. But before we get started, wherever you are in the world today, I mean wherever you are in the world today, I really do hope you're having a great day. Guys, as you know it, my channel, Let's Talk with Corey, is about people, places, and things. And this time, we're talking about Todd Chrisley, who had got sentenced to 12 years, convicted of fraud, and his wife, Julie Chrisley, that had also got 7 years, convicted of fraud, have been pardoned by President Trump. Trump is pardoning Todd and Julie Chrisley, the reality TV couple convicted of fraud. President Trump says he will fully pardon Todd and Julie Chrisley, reality TV personalities who have served more than 2 years in prison after being convicted of funding their lavish lifestyle through tax evasion and bank fraud. Check out this news clip.
Your parents are going to be free and clean, and I hope we can do it by tomorrow. Wish them a good life.
Both my parents are coming home tonight or tomorrow. I still don't believe it's real.
What we will not do is we will not break.
Donald Trump breaking Todd and Julie Chrisley out of prison after signing a full pardon for the reality show couple.
You know, I pray to God every day.
Those prayers answered from the Oval Office, where POTUS shared the news with the couple's children, Savannah and Chase.
How are you?
I just want to say thank you for bringing my parents back.
Yeah, well, they were given a pretty harsh treatment based on what I'm hearing.
I will forever be grateful for President Trump, his administration, and everyone along the way, all of my lawyers, the people who put in countless hours and effort and love for my family to make sure that my parents got home.
I will continue to fight for my parents, and I will be as loud as I can possibly be.
It comes 2 years after the couple began their combined 19-year prison sentence for bank fraud and tax evasion.
How often are you speaking to your parents? Because they can't speak to each other,
No.
correct? So how do you relay the messages? Are they saying, tell your mama this, tell your papa this?
Oh, yeah.
So how often do you speak to them, and how often are you relaying messages?
Oh, every day. Every
Really?
day, twice a day, normally, is when I speak to them, and it's always, please tell them I love them. Like, please tell them I miss them. And so it's literally that every single time.
Savannah has been a major voice in her parents' appeal journey, the couple's lawyer now telling ET, this pardon corrects a deep injustice and restores two devoted parents to their family and community, suggesting the couple was targeted because of their conservative values and made an example of because of their celebrity status, alleging corruption in the justice system. A cause Savannah told ET in 2023 she was making her priority to expose and change.
Now, the couple rose to fame starring in the USA Network show Chrisley Knows Best, which ran from 2014 to 2023. It focused on the wealth and interpersonal dynamics of their 7-person family living in the Atlanta and then Nashville, Tennessee areas. Though the Chrisleys portrayed themselves as successful real estate tycoons and self-made multimillionaires, they were eventually accused of funding their lifestyles through dishonest means. Now, prosecutors said they conspired to defraud community banks in the Atlanta area to take out more than $36 million in personal loans. They spent the money on luxury cars, designer clothes, real estate, and travel, and used fraudulent new loans to pay back the old ones. They said the Chrisleys failed to pay taxes for 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2016 tax years. Now, Todd and Julie was sentenced to, as I said in the beginning of the video, to 12 and 7 years in federal prison, respectively, after a jury convicted them of bank and tax fraud offenses in 2022. Now, over the course of a decade, the defendants defrauded banks out of tens of millions of dollars while evading payments of their federal income taxes. Then U.S. Attorney Ryan Buchanan said at the time, adding that their lengthy sentences reflect the magnitude of their criminal scheme. The Chrisleys have denied the charges and claimed they were unfairly targeted because of their conservative beliefs. Their oldest daughter, Savannah, has become an outspoken critic of the criminal justice system since her parents' incarceration. So let's hold on for a minute. So the daughter steps out and becomes an outspoken critic of the criminal justice system only after her parents were incarcerated. Now, there's always somebody out there that is fighting is blind, right? Hell no. But she went to work in behalf of her parents, break the law. But thanks to connections, and as you saw in the news clip, Donald Trump granted them a full pardon without even knowing them personally, but understood that there were some problems in the system in which they were incarcerated. And we're referring to the prison system, federal prison system, where they were, the conditions were so poor. Maybe that had more to do with it than their crimes. I don't know. You guys leave a comment. Now, it says that she spoke out on stage at the Republican National Convention in July, calling her parents victims, people that she was going through the proper channels to try to get them pardoned, and had lunch at the White House back in February. Reality star Savannah Chrisley will speak tonight, likely about her incarcerated parents. Now, I guess that was back in February. Those efforts seem to have paid off. On Tuesday, White House Special Assistant Margot Martin tweeted a video of Trump calling Savannah from the Oval Office to inform her of her parents' pardons. It's a terrible thing, but it's a great thing because your parents are going to be free and clean. And I hope we can do it by tomorrow, Trump says. Trump asked, as his pardon czar, Alice Marie Johnson, looked on, I don't know them, but give them my regards and wish them a good life. White House spokesperson Harrison Fields told NPR in an email on Wednesday that the Chrisley sentence was far too harsh. The president is always pleased to give well-deserving Americans a second chance, especially those who have been unfairly targeted or overly prosecuted by an unjust justice system. An unjust, I repeat, justice system. Justice for all, right? Maybe not. Fields added, the law firm representing the Chrisleys, Listen PLLC, said in a statement that their prosecution was tainted by multiple constitutional violations and political bias, and praised the couple for their exemplary conduct in prison, noting that Julie obtained dozens of educational certificates and Todd advocated for better prison conditions. This pardon corrects a deep injustice and restores two devoted parents to their family and community, said attorney Alex Little. President Trump recognized what we've argued from the beginning. Todd and Julie were targeted because of their conservative values and high profile. Now, Savannah, who's 27, profusely thanked Trump both on the call and a series of videos on her social media accounts, in which she said her parents will be coming home shortly. She said, I am eternally grateful. She said in one, I'm freaking out. I'm still sweating. We're getting some clothes together for mom and dad. We're getting their room put together upstairs. And I'm just speechless. My parents get to start their lives over. Now, mind you guys, there's supposed to be like a show about the Chrisleys. And I guess, it was supposed to be about them kind of without their parents. I would assume that that's probably still going to happen and they're going to be back. They're going to be back in top position, like they never went to prison, because everybody's want to know what their experiences was like while they're in prison, and the family dynamic moving forward. Guys, you leave a comment. What's your thoughts about Trump having a bleeding heart for this family and granting them full pardon? Is justice blind, or is it only working for those who have power and connections? Hey guys, as always, thanks for the pull-up. Hey, now here's my disclaimer. Trump has pardoned a lot of people, known and unknown. So let me say that. There have been people that have been pardoned by Trump. It really was a good thing. I'm going to leave it right there. But again, you leave your comment. What's your thoughts? And as always, thanks for the pull-up. Until the next time, let's talk with Corey. Let's talk with Corey out.